Exactly, codedly. Instead of coming out to say, "Oh, mommy, I'm doing this," but then because you are so strict on your kids, on your children, they tend to not to open up to you and seek advice from their peers,
well,
who is probably most likely going. Yes.
Yeah, Remy has a contrary
People
opinion.
made very good points, but I'm also looking at it from this angle. It's also possible that the parents knows the boyfriend, but probably they've wondered
Against
stay away.
him.
the boyfriend, like, we don't
This
want you with
particular
this
boy
person.
is a no-no.
You know, he's a no-no and all that. And because she's in love.
She still has butterflies in her
Because she's
belly.
already in love and she
Yes.
just feels, wow, I need to spend time with this
With
person.
him.
It's my birthday coming, like you said, and this is the person I need to spend this time with. But that is a wrong thing. So Isis already said that. It's to the extreme.
It is really to the
Faking.
extreme. Faking
Yes,
your own
24 years.
Yes, final year.
Because it's
But
actually
that doesn't
raised.
also still gives nothing else. Nothing else. No.
The repercussion, the ripple effect of what she's done is that she has put the school community in panic mode.
Exactly.
You know, the school must have been contacted.
Yes.
We're
Yes,
looking for
we're
so and so.
looking for- yes.
So all her friends will be in panic mode. The school will be. The
Community
parents will be.
people.
Even with the Reddit too. You know, before you
now
saw
knew
the
the
fake
truth.
part.
Yes,
you
that
were
it
like,
wasn't true.
Final year students, you know.
Because
and all
even
of
the
that.
community.
Yes.
In character first,
Yes.
before in learning. So in character now, she's found wanting.
Yes.
So I wonder what's going to happen to being the final year big girl eventually.
Well, it's just
if it's not going to be
Adoption and
attracting
yes,
and
extra
sending
years.
messages to her.
I feel what I was going to say is, if your parents, they don't give you the permission, just let it go. There are other days you can go and see this, but you going to the extreme of making such allegation. I think she even sent a text
A
to
text
her
with her
sister.
sister.
You
A
should
fake
see how
adoption
you understand
message.
that she was on her way somewhere.
Yes.
Do you let your
Parents
parents know that you're dating?
Yes.
Okay, when you
At
passed
least
18, when you passed 18.
When you're more than 18.
Yes,
18
yes,
years.
but then
Yes.
the grooming should not start then. It should start before.
I like
then.
that.
Yes, but when you are
Much
18,
earlier,
yes, when you are
then you'll be
18,
able to face challenges. You
Yes.
know who the right person,
your mom.
You know, so person is striking you.
And even the mommy would be like, "Oh, okay, let me see the boy."
Bring the person up.
You understand? Like that, it's also it forms this kind of security, because now you
Yes,
know who
yes.
your child is with, you know where this boy is from, and you know, okay, his parents
All
or
the
his family
background
are
checks,
Finding for the family without you asking questions, without you know where she's getting or is getting this from. These are the problems. So
It boils down to upbringing. That's why I said you don't wait till some certain age. You start it early, on time.
soon as
Immediately, they
Months of
was
learning
two
in that
years.
shop, then he was sent away as a result. On getting back to his
the village,
he
he added
impregnated
extra
8
8.
more.
When I saw it, I'm like, what's going
18.
on? At 18.
Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀
You're-
burúkú tó ń tẹ̀rí.
don't at,
At 18, 10.
he's
Father 10.
already sowing his royal oats. You know, all everywhere.
Everywhere you go.
18. Who should still be, you know.
I think that's the
parents
issue.
should, you know,
That's to be a supplement.
circle of the best place.
You
You
know-
understand?
And the funny thing is, they sent him out to go and actually learn a skill.
And
And
he
where
has
is
learned
that?
a better
He has not acquired
he
any skill.
He became a father. He's going to become a father of probably
10,
10
of 10.
children at once.
At 18.
Unless if
That,
moment
that
the guy,
is
you know,
You will get
sensitization I'm
touched,
talking
you
about.
get pregnant.
But boys don't-
you do, what?
please, how do we tell boys? He makes
Big
money.
from the world.
Imagine, they did not even wait for him to make
Make
the money,
it
money
first.
first.
So it shows how gullible and naive they are.
They
So
are,
that means they
exactly.
are not even up to 18.
Obviously.
Because
Are girls that marriage is the end of it for girls. Like it's all a
The
girl has
ultimate.
to, yes, to ultimate. Thank you for borrowing me the word. Marriage is not the ultimate for a girl. Please, she can be complete by herself. You know, at any age she decides to then go into marriage, fine. Let's set some other goals for our girl children.
It's just funny.
For than saying my marriage. If she sits, is this how you see dreams
Think
of,
of
you know,
the moment you're graduating, it's
marriage.
marriage.
The moment you are
You're not
done
doing
with
the
your apprenticeship,
apprenticeship, marriage. The moment you're not thinking of developing yourself, standing.
I think it's better we
on
start
your
telling
own
girls,
ground, making money for yourself,
yes,
doing great in life for
you know,
yourself,
being CEOs
see-
themselves.
Exactly.
It's
You
just-
just feel okay.
Because if
I'm
those
done
girls
now,
had
it's-
those kind of mentality that
Yes, I need to be
instead of the
somebody.
apprentice telling
Yes.
them when he's done with his apprenticeship and he makes money, he will marry them. If they also had that feeling that when I
With
arrive
someone.
as a girl,
Yes.
then we know that getting pregnant along the way would be a keep emphasizing sex education.
Exactly.
Please do educate them more. Age
very
appropriate.
important.
Very important. Please get the children, the girls educated on their femininity, teaching them, because at 15 I don't expect a girl not to know the consequences of having sex.
She should.
She should
She
know.
should. She should.
Even lesser than
But they
that, you
ignore.
know. And don't take chances. And like if you must do, you know what the adverts, you know how it ends. Maybe
Not as a girl who is not married. If you must do what are you doing?
okay. The state,
No.
in their state.
In their state, Anambra State now.
Yes.
And so probably after the delivery, they should take care of those children.
And the boy goes
adopt
on to
them.
do more.
That's
No,
the
no,
thing.
that's another thing.
Or
The
some
boy,
other boys would think.
What
That's
happens to
the
the
right
boy?
thing
What
to do.
happens to the boy?
It's
What
not-
happens to the
Yes,
boy?
what should be the consequences for
Yes,
the boy
for his
now?
actions.
Can he be jailed for this?
He can't be jailed
He
because
can't.
who is going to
Except-
take up the 10 children? He needs to be present.
Number
He needs to
one,
be responsible.
apart from taking up the responsibility,
Yes.
it wasn't a case of rape.
But then
They consented,
it has to do with
but then
underage.
age too.
It's yes. So even though
It
there will be
depends on
consent, they'll be
the
like,
age
how
of the
knowledgeable were
girls.
they? Or are they not
If
naive?
he is 18,
Yeah, oh, okay, an
is
adult by the
He's an
law.
adult.
by the law,
yes.
But the girls, how old are they? If it's found that if they are
turns that,
underage,
Yes.
he can't be jailed for that.
Okay, well, the guy will just simply go and cool off his heels in the
Where?
prison or wherever he's jailed,
He's cooling.
and let the girls suffer the brunt. You know, and look at it. The social stigma is going to be on this
On the girls,
It is.
definitely,
and
not on the
on
boys.
the boy. In fact, the boy has exposed them the more
If-
because everybody in the community will seek them out. She's one of the
Them,
girls.
yes,
She's one of the
Yeah.
girls.
Yes.
She's one of the girls.
Yes.
Whereas nobody will be looking for where is
Where is
Who
the
wears the
boy?
boy?
Oh, girls are big.
And find a husband.
If husband at what age?
At what age?
Please, parents need to do more. Really, we really have to wake up to our responsibility. The day you bear in your hands a little light that says "Wah!" like I've come, please. That baby has come, has a responsibility to you,
Yes.
and not just feeding and clothing or shelter.
No shelter. No.
No, a lot of psychological, spiritual, social responsibilities
A whole
on
lot.
you
A whole
as
lot lies on you as
parents.
parents.
And
It's-
maybe we should go back to the era of where the whole village
Takes care of the
raised
child.
the child.
Yes.
Maybe it would have helped. At least somebody would have seen that boy, pass through
But you know,
corner, or that girl pass through corner.
nowadays
Exactly.
people just look away.
And
That's
it's
the
not the
thing.
right thing
People
to
look
do.
away.
Like you said, will it be possible to go back to that era when a little child does something wrong, and you're correcting that child? The child goes back home to tell the mom,
And the mom is
and the
coming
mom
to
is
fight
coming
you.
to fight you, or say for momile or kind of thing.
Ask your Omotanie, and before you know it, once he holds your
find
hand
your
like
way.
this, you are in fairy tale. You are creating in your girl's head. Check or do some checks and recalibrate if possible. If all you've been saying is fairy tale wedding like PJ
Yes.
2025 is all they have been thinking about, there's problem. So any idiot could sweep them off their
Exactly.
feet. Let's that not.
Like I would always say, a man that wants to be committed will be committed. It's not by your actions.
No.
If he
It's not
wants
by
to
how good you are.
yes, if he
Or the
wants
kind
to
of
be,
styles you're giving.
if he wants to be
randy, he will be randy.
It's not about you.
If he wants to
It's
go
not
out there,
about
he
you.
will.
Well, let's not rule out the place of saying, women sometimes to say, okay, it's good for you, hop your game, jog with the menu, both in the kitchen and in the bedroom.
We're
But
not
please
ruling that out.
don't go beyond the regulars, or let me
Exactly.
say,
And
start
don't go
taking
over-
things.
yes, don't start taking things. Some would say they've tried to slim down, just to please the man. But my sister, he will not still stay to absorb, and it's killing them.
Yes.
All this, he just fell and died. It is more common with men, and that's a writer said, men, unconsciously too, men have been told you're the breadwinner, you pay the fee, you
The
bear
pressure
the
on them
and
is
yes, and
much.
everything is so
It's on
on
your
them
shoulder.
It's overwhelming.
that sometimes they don't even want to say, I don't have money for the children's fee, can you help? Because it feels like it makes them
Less of a man.
of a man. So
Well, as a woman, you should also know your husband's capability, and you should also know the pockets one way or the other. You shouldn't wait until the man asks. A man that has been doing so well, and all of a sudden, probably at that period, the kind of things he does at home, he's not doing it. You should know. Some out of ego, our men are egocentric.
Yes.
Out of ego, might not want to tell you, I am broke. Nothing is on. You shouldn't wait until he's asking you, please, can you help with the children's school fees this time? As a woman, you should be able to, read the handwriting on the wall with the husband and be able to, I have something. A lot we collect back,
Yes.
if that's the truth. Some will let go. But can we make... Okay, I
just
want
like
to
you
take
said,
it up.
okay, so we don't miss out on our main issue for today. Yes, and that's talking about the issue of the Nwanchukwu's, the late gospel singer
Osinachi,
and the husband, who recently has been sentenced to death by hanging. And so a lot is going on social media. Much for
And
the
him
children,
and the children.
to have lost their mother and now their father too. Would be gone. Some are advocating that maybe there should be some kind of leniency to change the death sentence to life imprisonment. Remy.
Well, it's a tough one. The truth is, when we look at the children now, what becomes of them? That's what people are saying. Their mother
is gone.
It's gone, and now their father will be hanged for the death of their mother. So automatically they are orphans.
Yes.
Apart from the fact that who takes care of them, they are financially everything they need to
And the
survive
state government are
with.
taking up that responsibility there.
The psychological
That's-
aspect is that my mom is gone.
My
father
dad is
is
responsible,
responsible
and
and is going to be killed or
what? Draining.
training that my father is in
there.
prison
And
for life.
the reason why it's
Is
even
in
there
is
is
there.
even more.
The reason is even apart. Let's even leave the reason.
Yes.
When we are talking about whether it should go for life imprisonment or be hanged,
Yes.
if they should commit, if we should look at that. And we are looking at it in relation to the
kid.
children.
Yes.
Whether he's hanged, what will he do? If he's in prison, how will he help the children?
still can't.
Still can't.
Okay, first, let's look at the place of faith. Both faith
Place
and
of faith
faith
and time.
and time. Yes, faith and time.
If Probably
nature
it
has
gets-
a way of
yes.
doing things. Who knows? Either of these parties
Uh-huh.
could be remorseful. Like what I mean, repentant.
Repentant, and maybe tomorrow he gets pardoned.
Okay, so-
yes,
and he'll still be able
and,
to.
the kids
To
too,
reunite and talk.
The kids too, as they are growing, they may have a lot of questions unanswered right now. But if the father is somewhere, probably they could still
Go back.
go back to
Get
to cross-check
closure,
some.
like
no,
closure.
no, no, hey, yes,
Yes,
God bless you. The
closure.
closure. When they seek closure, maybe their father's existence somewhere could help that closure, rather than just think
He's
they're both
gone.
gone.
Yes,
Then
it's
several
true
unanswered
though.
questions could also tell on the children. That's how I feel about it.
I agree with you, but at the same time, have you thought of the children whose parents killed themselves?
Oh,
Shebi, we are talking about the one got,
Yes.
one died
Yes.
and got sentenced,
Yes.
and all that. We are looking at the children. What are the ones both parents killed each other same day? What happened to those children? How do you think?
They also deal with their own situation, their
Okay,
peculiarity,
okay.
That one they
Differences.
wouldn't. Yes, they would know that it couldn't be
See,
salvaged.
If we continue to talk like this, that means we're also saying, one way or the other, okay, to kill because of the children. You might just get life imprisonment, and another man will wake up tomorrow
And do the same thing.
and say, oh, it's okay. After all, they will give me life imprisonment. I'll still be able to have good
You know, I
relationship
think
with my
that
Do
children.
you know
brings
that
and all that.
sometime before in Nigeria, when criminals are sentenced to death, there's public execution.
Exactly.
Yes.
You gotta
You know,
see it.
people go there to see. But after a while, it stopped. Have you wondered why or read why they stopped public
Public
execution
execution.
from calling the public say today
We
we're
are going to
executing so
execute
people
this
come
person.
and see. Do you
And
understand?
do you also know that a lot of these death sentences don't get to happen because even the governors will not sign this.
Most times they
most
don't
times
sign.
they don't. Most times, I think the first person. No, I can't really say whether it's the first. Someone did it, and that was Adam Soshomole who signed, and everybody was like, "Why did he have to? Is he the first governor to?" But if he signed.
So why do we as a society live double standard? Why not cuckoo face the let me I don't know what to say.
It goes back to
just
these women.
okay.
What should be the right thing for women to do? Because now when they tell you, okay, you are experiencing violence in your marriage,
Okay,
what
maybe we
should you
should
do?
prevent. Yeah,
Yes,
talk about
because
prevention.
now the society frowns at women, especially when they leave their marriage. They feel like you should hold it, you should
Together.
Patience is
you are the
never-
pillar.
Yes,
You are the pillar. Keep
yes,
being the pillar. You
always.
should. So now I think in the case of Osinachi, looking that she was a public figure, she probably has weighed her options. How would this tell on my career? I'm out there.
As
So
a
what can
minister.
I? Yes.
And
So I
religion.
guess that's so. We also need the society needs to also like tune it down a bit. Do you understand? Because some women would want to cry out, but when they think about, oh, if I cry out, how is the society going to react?
Reverend
to it?
Mrs.
See the cases of Pastor Chris Oyakilome when I think him and his wife. You needed to see the backlash. You need to see Kumi. I think he took another one.
Another
You
wife
needed to
after
see the backlash.
That one, the wife took
Odukoya.
title. Yes.
You needed to see the backlash. So people like this are always faced with these challenges. What can I do? I don't just because you want to prevent public from talking bad about you
Criticizing
and
you.
criticizing you. You tend to bear things, and we can just see the cases I just mentioned. You needed to see the way the society reacted to them.
And even individuals, people who are not public figures on
Yes,
your streets.
it's
When
even
a woman,
difficult.
they
Exactly,
notice that she's single, she once married and staying alone, then people start fabricating
There's this
stories
stigma, yes.
and saying, oh, she's so
She's-
pompous.
she's
Look at the way
this,
she's
she's
working.
that.
You can
No
see.
wonder.
How can she
No,
stay?
exactly. They'll be like,
even
no
when they
wonder.
don't know the experience, when they don't
Yes.
know what made her leave.
They
people
just have their
think
own stories.
she's uncontrollable, she's pompous, or she's
She's
or
a woman.
if she's fortunate to find love again, and a man maybe asks after her before neighbors will say, oh,
Maybe she has been doing this.
This
that
is
was
why she
she left. The
you know,
criticism is
she
just
can-
too
It's just
much.
too much.